This is Carlos, and he's 7 years old. Carlos is about to experience something he's not used to, as presented by the Redwood City Fire Department at St. Anthony's Church in Menlo Park, early on Christmas Eve morning. Carlos is among many kids who've gathered with their families at the church to get a little something for Christmas. Scenes like this are repeated all over the world, in this case thanks to the charitable efforts of hundreds of volunteers in San Mateo County, including
next thing you know, I'll be dancing in snow, throwing coins to the poor and the lame and the blind. Well, I wish
the cast and crew of The Gift, the long-running musical version of Charles Dickens' holiday classic, A Christmas Carol. Each year, with little fanfare other than to play before packed houses for 9 December performances, as it does every year, The Gift, as it is called, has become a very special holiday treat. In addition to having been seen by more than 100,000 people, it has gathered well over 48 tons of food and over 20,000 toys that were then passed on to the underprivileged by a variety of charitable organizations. More importantly, it has become a community tradition, a reminder the Christmas season has arrived, and a symbol for what each person can do for their fellow man. The object of The Gift is simple: put a smile on the faces of its audience and get them in touch with the Christmas spirit. It's been doing it for over a quarter of a century.
They were giving free passes to an 8 a.m. showing of a preview of a brand new musical Christmas carol that was about to come out called Scrooge with Albert Finney by Leslie Bricusse, music and lyrics. And all you had to do was show up with a new toy and they would let you see this movie. It was just stirring. It was wonderful. And it resonated with me in my own personal love for the Christmas season. And I took away from that, first, a love for a musical version of A Christmas Carol, which is the one that we actually lived and worked with for 20 years of the history of The Gift, the basic thing. But also what stuck with me was the concept of somebody providing some sort of an entertainment or some sort of an event that they took the time to put together, but only charged a donation of some sort.
We're collecting, sir, this Christmas time from gentlemen in town for the needy poor of London, sir. Now what shall we put down? There we go.
Nothing.
You would like to be anonymous, your kindness left unknown. He'd like to be anonymous. I'd like to be left alone.
I'm really inspired by the new show. I love the weave. I love that choreography is built throughout. I love that it never stops musically. It's, to me, a very well-designed Christmas Carol production with opportunity constantly to grow it more and more every year. So I find the team of us, the production team, have a lot of fun saying, what can we do different? What can we do better? What can be more? So I'm always finding that to be both my challenge and my excitement and motivation every year.
There comes a time when you know that what's happening in rehearsals and in technical preparations is all going to provide the elements that need to be there for the vision that you have as a director. And throughout our processes, as I watched people work, as I watched the vocal rehearsals with Angela, and the exactness that she was applying to everybody's work, and the way that everyone was capable of responding, their ability to retain the work, the staging, the choreography, the small characterization things, the vocalization things. When you see that and you know you're not pulling a production to be prepared, but you're walking beside it and sometimes trying to keep up with it because it's getting a life of its own.
Okay, so we went from the future back with a cross. Did not make a lot of sense.
After weeks of choir practices and rehearsals, it's finally Tech Week. Time to bring art and science together in a series of dress rehearsals.